Hello, welcome. I am the Nichelle, Startup CEO. If this is your first time to my channel, do not let it be your last. Make sure you come back and see me because I typically provide some one-on-one conversation with you. We talk about business, we talk about life, we talk about whatever is going on right now, okay? This is a lifestyle channel, this is a business channel, and I am here for everything that it has to do with it. So, I wanted to first start off and talking about some of y'all need to start living, okay? I just got my scooters. I don't know if y'all ever had scooters before, but let me tell you, it is really good. Really good. It gives all these other name brand entities a run for their money. Yes, it gives them a run for their money. I always get me egg bites. Egg bites. Yeah, that's what they are. Egg bites. They are my protein for today. And then I have to top it off with a sugar-free coffee because they told me, they told me that I was diabetic. I don't believe anything everybody tell me. But I've been trying to make sure that I try not to eat too many sweets, that I do what's necessary to stay healthy, you know. So that's my conversation for you today. Y'all better start living. I was talking to one of my clients the other day, and she was telling me that I never get a day off of work. I never get to do this. I never get to travel. Everything was filled with never, okay? And in life, when everything is filled with never, nothing happens. And when you are afraid to take chances, when you are afraid to get out your comfort zone, everything that happens is comfortable to you. And it literally does not help you grow. It literally does not help you live your best life. So I'm encouraging you to live. Yeah, we have responsibilities. We have a lot of things going on in life. But you need to know that if you're not living, you're dying. Let me repeat that. If you're not living, you're dying. And in order to live, you have to do what's necessary. Number one, to stay prayed up. You need to stay healthy. And that includes your mind and your body. If your mind is not healthy, your body won't be healthy either, because your mind and your body kind of work together. And so when I'm doing life coaching with people, the first thing I ask them before we do anything, before we get deep dive into the conversation of life coaching, consulting, whatever you want to call it, I ask them, what will make you happy? What will make you happy? And I ask you today to think about that. What would make you happy right now? You know, is it a better connection with yourself? Is it a better connection with your spirituality? Is it a better connection with your family? Is it not working the job that you're working now? Is it owning your own business? What is it? What will make you happy right now? And if you are not able to answer that, then I'm going to ask you to kind of like dive into self actualization and self, because if you don't know what's making you happy, then you're just out here existing, basically. There are too many people existing and not living, because if you're living, you know what makes you happy. If you're living, you're going to do everything in your power to live up to the expectations, not of man, but of you. And so I had to pull over y'all because I'm hungry. Okay, y'all, I'm hungry. I tell y'all, these egg bites, they're so good. And so when we are living in the expectation of other people, literally it channels a lot of frustration. It channels a lot of self-hate and things of that nature. If you're not living, you're dying and you're existing. And so when I'm coaching people, asking them that question, what will make you happy? Ask yourself that. What will make you happy? And so when you know what make you happy, you're going to do everything possible to put yourself in that situation. And so, in speaking with this client, and she said, never, 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 I never get to do this, I never get to do that. That let me know she's living in a destitute situation. And y'all better check on y'all friends that's living in destitute situation. Check on your friends that you never hear from. Check on your friends that always have negative things to say about the positive things that other people are doing. Check on those people. Because when you check on those people, you will find out most of the time they're not happy. They are not happy. I'm dropping stuff. They are not happy. And happiness starts with you. Happiness starts with you making a commitment that in order for me to be happy, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to remove this, I got to remove that. That's what starts with happiness. Making the decision that now is the time, not tomorrow, not next week. Everybody waits for New Year's resolutions. That is the worst thing that society teaches us about success, about happiness, about life. Waiting for New Year's, waiting for a new month. It's a new month, new me, new you. What the hell is that? It should be a new you every day. Every day that God gives you the freedom to breathe, okay? I don't take those things lightly because I'll be 55 in a matter of less than about 3 weeks. And living has become such much more of a priority for me than just existing. Why? Because I know a whole bunch of people my age that are not here. And so when I made the decision that I'm not going to work in a corporate environment anymore, I'm going to work for Nichelle. I'm going to work for myself. I'm going to work for my family. I made a literal decision that this is what's going to happen. And I had to step out on faith. It's the faith that's giving me the push, the motivation to be convinced that I don't need a 9 to 5 to satisfy the things that I like to do in life. Eat, shop, and travel. It is that faith that I'm stepping out on, that I'm convinced that I don't need a 9 to 5 to sustain my life. So, in making that decision, obviously you can't go blind willy-nilly and just say that's what you're going to do without having a plan. But in that plan, make sure God is first and foremost in that plan. So I am the startup CEO, but God is my CEO. Okay? God is my CEO. God is giving me provision to have my vision in place. That makes sense. God will give you provision to move your vision into place. Somebody don't understand that, so I'm going to break it down to you. When your faith is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and his righteousness, that's a song, y'all. You can walk, you can talk, you can do whatever you need to do confidently in him. But when you start thinking you all that, and when I say you should think you all that, but when you start thinking that man, or you putting yourself out there, I did this, I did that, I ain't did a doggone thing. Everything that has been of good or bad in your life, in my life, in everybody's life, it is because God puts those things in place. People like to blame things on the devil. And yeah, the devil does exist. The devil will come into your life. You could be talking to the devil every day. But you got to know that God is more powerful than the devil, because the devil is in existence and he's out here, she, he, whoever it is, roaming. But you can't blame everything, your failures, your lack of success, your depression, on the devil. You got to take accountability for something. And as a life coach, as a life consultant, that's what I do. I'm going to tell you, you have to take accountability for the problems that are going on in your life. Stop blaming other people. You know, the thing with blame is that it has no name. I'm rhyming too, y'all. Hi. The thing with blame is that it has no name. And people like to blame everybody except themselves. People like to not take accountability for everything. And they like to say, well, this didn't happen because this didn't happen. When you start taking accountability for your malfunctions in life, whether it's your health, whether it's your wealth, whether it's your relationships, when you start taking accountability for those malfunctions, what you're going to see is transformation. You're going to see transformation. Transformation begins when all the nonsense ends. Man, that's deep. That is deep. Transformation begins when the nonsense ends. And the transformation is a part of you taking accountability, you taking and making the decision to say, look, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Some people don't get sick and tired of being sick and tired. You keep going to that job every day that frustrates you, that confuses you, that ain't paying you enough. Because see, look, your skills are way more and more valuable than that employer is paying you. It took me a minute to remember that. It took me a minute to realize that. Because I like my 9-to-5 income. I like my W-2 money where I would get me some benefits and stuff. I like that. And it was extra money because I always keep me a side hustle. I've been a realtor for over 30 years. And in being a realtor, I've done other things on top of that. And you got to keep you a side hustle. And don't just leave your 9-to-5 right away, okay? Don't just jump ship from your job without a plan. Because in order to transform, you got to have a plan. But put yourself in a position, whatever it is, you can love your job. I loved every job that I had except one. And I was pretty much stable on most jobs. I was a pharmaceutical rep. Then I went to a pharmaceutical manager. I used to be a teacher. I've just done a lot of things in life. And I'm very proud of everything I've done. And I've taken learning experiences from everything I've done and moved them in other parts of my life and in my business. And that's what you have to do. That's what life is. That's what growing is. You take parts that you learn and you take parts that you failed at. You take parts that you've succeeded at and you put it in other areas of your life. And that's what makes transformation so good. Because transformation causes us to evolve. And in that evolution, you become a whole different person. Yeah, I am teaching and preaching today. And so, with that being said, today's message, while I eat my egg bite, is Mama always told me, don't talk with your mouth full. So, today's message is that transformation. And everybody needs somebody. So I'm a Virgo. And we strong people. I don't know what your zodiac sign is. And I do believe in zodiac signs. I do believe in astrology and all that stuff. That don't make me less Christian. That don't make me a less believer of God. Because if you read the word of God, all that stuff in there. It's a whole bunch of stuff in the Bible that we as Christian people, we as believers of God, shun with the public. You know, it says, do not be conformed unto this world. That's what you shouldn't do. Do not be conformed unto this world. When you are conformed, you become like them. When you're not conformed, you become your own person in that ideal of God. And so my message for you today is to be true to you. My message for you today is to transform your life. My message for you today, if you need accountability, if you need somebody to push you out of your comfort zone, if you need somebody to be truthful with you, because I look, even as a life coach, even as a life transition specialist, even as an entrepreneur, a child of God, or whatever, we all need somebody. We all need somebody to put us in our place and check off the boxes. But we got to do it for ourselves first. And that's where really the real truth come in, when you can check off the boxes for yourself. So I hope you enjoyed this message. If you are in need of any type of accountability, life coaching, life consulting, just to help you get back on track, career, whatever it is, reach out to me. I'm here for you. Blessings and peace. Make it a great day on purpose. Talk to you later. Bye.